Good afternoon and welcome to my page. Today I'm cooking two different soup, and this my beef. I had to pre-boil it. Is the rib side of the cow. I had to pre-boil it and debone it because of my case, and also debone the whole stockfish. And yeah, I'm going to be using the beef, the stockfish, this towel, that's shaki, and I'm going to use snail. I'm going to use small quantity of snail because my snails are already getting finished. And my husband likes this roundabout, this shaki, so well in the soup. And I'll be using. I've already soaked this periwinkle, but I will not be introducing it now until this snail and the roundabout is soft enough. The meat is already soft. So yeah, I've introduced the onion, this is my seasoning cubes, the pepper and the ogiri. I blended it together with the yellow pepper and the sauce. So I'm going to allow it to simmer for about 5 to 7 minutes before I introduce water into it to allow the snail and the towel to soften. So I'm giving it a quick stir so that the little seasoning cubes and everything will go around. And after 5 to 7 minutes, I came to check up on it, and at this point I had to introduce a little water to it so that the snail and the towel, the shaki, will soften. So I'll be using this ogirisi. You cannot go wrong with this ogiri if you use it for your ede soup, whether it's oha or onubo. So I came with a dried one. So this is my cocoyam flour, and this is the onubo, dried onubo. So I'm going to soak it with hot water. So at this point, I'm trying to add the crayfish into it. So this pot is big, so I added all the whole protein I'm using because I'm cooking two different soup. I'm cooking onubu soup and ogbono soup. So once the whole snail and the shaki softens, I'm going to divide it into two. And yes, so this is ogbono I'm going to use. I'm going to dissolve it with red oil, turn it with red oil and dissolve it. So at this point, my protein is already soft, so I'm going to introduce oil into it and allow it to come to a boil like a couple of 2 to 3 minutes before I start dividing it into a separate pot and get into the business of today, which is ogbono soup and onubu soup. And I'm using cocoyam as my thickener for the onubu soup. So at this point, I've divided the whole thing, and I don't know whether I cheated one pot. I was so tired of counting to make everything to be equal, but I couldn't get it. So I've added more water to each of the pots. So I had to add more seasoning cubes, more crayfish, and the salt after I've tested it. So I needed to cook the two soups so that I know that the rest of this week I will not be thinking about what we're going to eat for dinner. So this is the ogiri. I've introduced the ogiri into the pot of the onubu. And at this point I have to introduce the periwinkle, which I've already washed with hot water until it's crystal clear. So I divided it into two. So at this point, this my cocoyam, I'm going to do it in 2 steps. I'm going to dissolve one with water, then use the dry one on top of it to thicken it more. So this is the pot of the onubu pot. I've added the ogbono, and this is the onubu, the cocoyam thickener I'm going to use. I've added it to its own pot. So for my ogbono soup, I'm going to be using this kale because I love using onubu in my ogbono soup, but because I'm already using onubu in the ede soup, so I decided to use this particular vegetable for it. And this vegetable you have to introduce into your pot right from the freezer. So this ogbono soup is already done, and at this point my nose, my my kitchen is nose blinding. The aroma from this kitchen is nose blinding. Everything is already in place and the ogbono soup is ready at this point. But my onubu soup is still on fire and this pot is doing wekele. Yeah, because I'm holding the camera, that's why. So I have already turned off the gas off for this particular soup. So here is my onubu, and it has dissolved. The dry cocoyam has dissolved and it has thickened the way I wanted it. I didn't want it more I didn't want it to be thicker. So this way it's okay for me. So right now I have sliced the onubu after soaking it for about 30 minutes in a hot water because it's very, very dry. So I have put the amount I needed because I don't need it to be too much inside the soup. And the soup is ready. So I'm going to allow it to like simmer for a couple of 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. And I'll turn off the gas and my 2 pots of soup are ready. So what do you think you can be preparing with this soup if you want to go with ogbono or the onubu? For me, I have to do poundo yam. But also, Gary can do well. Anyone you feel like you want to go with it is okay. So guys, bye.